Hello everyone, this is Dr.Syamala Devi from the Department of MBA International Business Management Studies, Acharya Nagarjuna University. And coming to today's topic, in previous classes we have studied about the designing of questionnaire in HRD. Okay, so under HRD scorecard subject, we studied about the designing of questionnaire. Okay, so uh, up to 3 points we have completed in the previous classes, like we have studied about the dimensions of the questionnaire. Okay, and those dimensions are the career system, work planning, development system, self renewal systems, HRD, competency mapping. So likewise, six dimensions have been explained. Okay, under those, in previous class we have completed up to self renewal systems. Okay, now after that the fifth point is the HRD. Okay, so under HRD we will study about the following concepts, like the climate, values in the organization, rewards and recognition, communication, empowerment. Okay, all these subtopics can be studied under the fifth heading of dimensions of questionnaire. Okay, so under this fifth point we will study first about the HRD climate. Okay, so what is climate means? So HRD climate is the perception of the employees about the prevailing HRD culture in the organization, which is mostly brought out through surveys covering the entire or a sample of employees. Okay, that is known as the HRD climate. Okay, so in one word, if we want to say, means climate is nothing but the perception of the employees. Okay, or else the thinking of the employees regarding the organization, how the organization works, how it, for example, how it gives importance to the employees working in the organization. Okay, likewise, uh, here climate can be, HRD climate can be defined as the perception of the employees about the prevailing HRD culture in the organization, right? And HRD climate also, having HRD climate becomes very dynamic, and it helps in growth orientation of the people, okay, in the organization. We can say it as HRD as it plays a very important role in ensuring the competencies and motivational development of its employees, etc. Okay, so HRD climate can be created using suitable HRD systems. Okay, and also like management leadership styles. Okay, likewise, so HRD means, we can say that HRD climate is a set of characteristics of an organization. Okay, characteristics of organization comprehensively, which are referred in descriptions. Okay, employees make of regarding their perceptions regarding the policies, the practices, conditions which exist in the working environment. So all this comes under the set of characteristics of HRD climate, right? Okay, so this is about the HRD climate. So coming to the under the designing a questionnaire. Okay, designing questionnaire will be regarding on all these set of characteristics, how the external consultant, or else how the HRD auditor will design the questionnaire depending upon the HRD climate. Okay, so likewise we will see here different questions, like top management goes out of its way to make sure that employees enjoy their work. Okay, means giving more preference to the employees by the management. Is it done in the organization or not? Top management believes HR to be an extremely important resource, and that they have to be treated humanly. Okay, so is this culture existed in the organization or not? This is according to this question it will be designed. Likewise, development of subordinates is seen as important part of their job by seniors and the top management. Personal policies facilitate development. So personal policies are nothing but the employee development policies. Okay, so do the policies really help for the development of the employees or not? Okay, top management is committed to employee development and he is willing to invest their time on them. Okay, like providing certain training and development facilities. Okay, likewise for increasing performance appraisal programs, giving feedback, communication to the employees. So such aspects are going or not. Senior executives take active interest in juniors and help them to learn or not. Okay, the organization helps people who lack competencies to help acquire competencies. So such programs can be done or not in the organizations. Okay, so these type of questions will be designed by the HR auditor. Okay, likewise other questions also. Managers believe that employee behavior is changeable at any stage. Okay, and people here are helpful to each other. There is an informal atmosphere and employee discuss their personal problems with their superiors. This culture is existing in the organization or not? Because as formal communication and formal structure of organization is very important to the organization, similarly at the same time informal communication or informal structure of the organization is also important. Why? Because employees, even though they follow the formal instructions of the organization, okay, according to the taste and preferences of the employees, they will have informal communication between the employees in the who are working with them. Okay, so such informal communication which is existing in the organization, okay, do organization accept it or not? That atmosphere, informal communication atmosphere is existed in the organization or not? So this will be seen by the HRD auditor. Okay, likewise psychological climate here is conducive to development or not? Okay, or else positive to the employees or not? Okay, and seniors guide juniors for the future responsibilities and roles. Here we will see the relationship between interrelationships between the employees and between the seniors, superiors and subordinates. And top management identifies and utilizes employee potential. Okay, so how we will analyze for that means giving any appreciations, recognitions, okay, to the employees who are skilled, okay, potential, or else people are encouraged to learn from their mistakes. Employees take behavioral feedback given to them seriously. Employees take pains to find out strengths and weaknesses from their superiors and colleagues. Okay, training is taken seriously and learning is implemented. Opportunities are provided for employees to try out training, learning, etc. So training here is very very important aspect, and learning aspect is also important. Why? Because providing training is not completed in the organization. That training should ultimately at the end of the day should create productivity in the organization. Okay, for that employees need to be serious about that training which is given by the organization. Okay, so here as training is important, similarly at the same time learning is also important, and the seriousness of the employees in learning process is also important. So such type of culture existed in the organization or not? Okay, it will, he will see. And opportunities are also provided for employees to try for new learning courses, okay, according to the existing environment, okay, according to the technological advancements. Do the organizations providing the facilities to the or else the opportunities to the employees? Okay, so this is about the HRD climate. Okay, depending upon this, finally we can say that HRD climate means how is the communication in the organization. Okay, how is the relationships between the superiors and the subordinates. Okay, how are the opportunities given by the organization or else how the any requirements providing by the organization to the employees in the organization, okay, or else how the training facilities are given, how the feedback is given to the employees for their performance appraisal, okay, or else how the policies are being implemented in the organization for the development of subordinates, how the superiors work, is there any positive environment or not, okay. So all these aspects can be headed under the HRD climate. Now coming to values in the organization, okay. So values are nothing but like openness, confrontation, trust, authenticity, taking initiative, okay, freedom to achieve results, use of freedom, collaboration and teamwork, creativity, quality, okay. All these can be said as values in the organization, okay. So values are the principles or standards of behavior, okay. Principles or standards of behavior here regarding the organization, okay. How the organization on certain variables or on certain aspects, how organizations deal, what is the level of degree of value given by the organizations, okay. So here uh, certain values have given here, okay. So the organizations, okay, using a 5-point scale, they will give ratings, okay. So for example, if we go for openness, okay, so if there is high openness in the organization, openness is nothing but every employee, irrespective of the level of management he is working, okay, is free to express his views and opinions regarding the management policies, procedures, okay, state of affairs of the organization, okay. So if that is known as the openness, means any person in the organization are free to express their views and opinions regarding the management policies and procedures. That is known as openness, okay. So if it is high, means we can scale it as point on the scale we can rate it as 5, highly practiced, or else 4 means high, okay. 3 means somewhat practiced, 2 means well practiced, less well practiced, and and 1 means not at all practiced, okay. So likewise, rating will be given to each aspect of values in the organization. Okay. Likewise, trust, confrontation, authenticity, initiative, okay, freedom to achieve results, use of freedom, collaboration, and teamwork is there or not. If at all there, means what is the degree, okay. Likewise, is there a scope for creativity or innovation, quality, etc., okay. So this is about the values in the organization. Depending upon these values, so designing of questionnaire will be done by the HRD auditor, okay. Now coming to quality orientation. So quality orientation means here following aspects can be seen. So employees here have high degree of customer orientation, okay. So basically quality orientation is regarding the product that we are going to sell, okay. So that product, the product or service, okay, maybe it is highly concentrated on the customer satisfaction, okay. So therefore we have to satisfy ultimately the customer. For that, quality should be maintained by the organizations. Here, do employees here have high degree of customer orientation or not? Are they having good communication with the customers or not? Do they taking feedback from the customers or not, okay. Likewise, do the employees having a high degree of customer orientation or not, customer relationship or not, okay. So then only the employee can know about what is going on about our product or service in the market, how customer is thinking about our product or service, okay. So for that, the base point is the employees, okay. Next, employees here are quality conscious. So do employees are quality conscious or not? Because they are the persons who are manufacturing those products. Okay, so first of all, the employees should have quality consciousness. So do employees have quality consciousness or not? There is emphasis on continuous improvement or not. So continuous improvement should be there in a product or service, because it enhances the quality of the product or service. So definitely, uh, in an organization there should be a culture of continuous improvement. Okay, and quality improvements are monitored and fed back. Okay, and according to that, continuous monitoring should be there on those improvements. And finally, it should have a feedback also, and focus on customer requirements. Okay, so quality means, as I said before, it is the base for quality orientation is the customer. Okay, we have to satisfy the customer. So therefore here focus should be on customer requirements. According to their needs and requirements, we have to manufacture our products and services. And coming to another one, process improvements are carried out and emphasized. Okay, and how a work is going on. So this should be clearly emphasized and ensured. And reducing bureaucracy is emphasized here. Okay, bureaucracy, we know that through uh, more policies, more legality, authority is seen in this bureaucratic system. Okay, but we have to, in this quality orientation aspect, we have to reduce that aspect, bureaucracy. Reducing the bureaucracy is emphasized in quality orientation. Continuous improvements are emphasized. Total quality improvements are, TQ is total quality. Total quality improvements are emphasized or not? Total quality is the key to success. Okay, so that is why do TQM is emphasized or not? Sense of pride in quality is emphasized. Okay, means taking the quality as the priority thing in the organization. Okay, emphasizes on quality as a policy is communicated to all employees. Definitely policies are framed to follow and implement in the organizations. So in those policies, quality should be a first aspect, and it should be communicated to all employees also. Okay, because they are connected with that aspect. So therefore emphasis should be made on the quality aspect, as it is a policy of our organization, and it should be communicated to each and every employee of the organization. Okay, and another aspect is rewards and recognition. So under rewards and recognition, okay, deserving persons are rewarded or not here. Okay, objectivity in rewards is ensured. So objectivity is nothing but, do the organizations are following seniority basis, or else potentiality basis. Okay, or else target basis. Likewise, how the rewards are going to be given. Do rewards are given or not? Do the organizations recognize the employees or not? Okay, do the employees are having personal loyalty towards their rewards or not? Why? Because if at all there is recognition in the employees in the organization, okay, definitely those rewards will increase the loyalty towards the organization by the workers. Okay, likewise, adequate number and variety of rewards are given or not? Not only give all the time giving money rewards, monetary rewards. Do they have any changes in giving rewards and recognition? Okay, time and amount of reward given to employees is adequate or not? Not only recognizing and rewarding the employees, okay, giving that reward is worth or not? Okay, so is adequate or not to that particular employee? Good work is recognized in good time or not? Non-financial rewards are used or not? Rewards have a motivating effect. So therefore, do rewards are highly implemented in the organization or not? So depending upon rewards and recognition, questionnaire is built up. Okay, and the one is information. So information means uh, Basically, it is related to the communication aspect. We all know communication plays important role in the organization. Each and everything should be communicated to different departments as different departments works integrally. Okay, therefore, a communication should be in a positive way in the organization. If there is no proper communication, means the work will be delayed. Okay, at the same time, it may lead to losses also. Okay, therefore communication should be proper communication. Okay, at the same time, it should have a positive environment in the organization. Okay, for example, communication is regarding any changes in the policies in the organization, means so the policies, changing of those policies should be properly communicated to each and every employee of the organization. Okay, or else if there are any changes in the technology, work related aspects. Okay, so those also should be communicated to employees. Okay, each and every employee in the organizations. Or else, if there are conducting any annual company performances, those should be communicated. If there are any environmental changes, those should be communicated. If there are any competitors for our products and services. Okay, so who are those competitors, what is the level of performance of the competitors and our organization. So each and every aspect should be discussed and communicated to the employees of the organizations. Then only they can upgrade their potentialities, then only they can upgrade their skills. Okay, so all these help for the growth of the organization and profits for the organizations. Okay, so therefore information plays important role in the organization. Okay, under fifth aspect we will study all these aspects. Okay, for this also each and every aspect will be uh, uh, taken as a question. Okay, for example, communication on internal changes that affect my work. So that internal changes, those internal changes are communicated to the employees or not. Okay, so this should be rated. Okay, because in questionnaire they will give, and in that questionnaire they have to rate, they have to give this 5 marks or 4 marks, 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, likewise depending upon the existence of that particular aspect or not. Okay, so coming to under communication on long term future plans. So the information regarding all these aspects. One is internal change, work related technology, policies, personal policies and procedures. Here company policies, personal policies are regarding the employees. Okay, annual company performance, environmental changes, competitor performance. Okay, and long term future plans, short term future plans, market operations, opportunities, relevant technological changes, market perceptions and performances, transfer postings, events, happenings and celebrations. So all these can be covered under the information aspects. And coming to the last one, communication. So another one is communication. So under this also we have to rate on the questionnaire. Okay, so under communication we are going to study about task related information, horizontal communication, circulars, notices. Okay, top down communication, distorted communication, informal channels. Informal channels we all know that like rumors. Okay, so how these rumors are those rumors powerful in the organization. Okay, how employees are influenced to those informal channels. Okay, what is the degree. Okay, or else how the information or else communication is distorted. Okay, uh, or else top down communication is there, or else bottom to top communication is there. Okay, or else how the circulars or notices are communicated to employees in the department. Okay, or else horizontal communication existed in the departments or not. Okay, how task related information is provided to the employees. Okay, and at the same time forums are available for information sharing and communication, particularly for communicating any information. There will be a forum. Okay, so do those forums are available in the organization or not? Employees at all levels have opportunities to meet top management or not? Okay, why? Because communication means we are sharing our opinions or views. Okay, so do the employees at the lower level or middle level are free to express their views and opinions to the top level management or not? Okay, likewise, communication infrastructure is good and constantly improved or not? So infrastructure is nothing but the material that we are going, the medium that we are going to use to communicate. That it may be the WhatsApp, email. Okay, how the internet connection is going on there. Okay, how the communication infrastructure is there. Okay, there is a good corporate communication cell to project the image of the organization, good liaison with government and other key agencies, because this liaisonning is very important in every organization, because those are the persons who negotiate properly with the governments regarding any aspects of the organizational policies and procedures. Okay, so is that liaisoning person has good communication skills or not? Okay, senior executives and top managements are aware of problems and difficulties of juniors and other employees. So this can be known only if there is a proper good effective communication is there or not. Then only senior executives or the superiors may know about the subordinates pains and gains. Okay, so and another one is every employee is treated with dignity and significance. So empowerment is related to the employees growth, how the top management is supporting these employees in the organization. So every employee is treated with dignity and significance. Okay, employees have autonomy to plan, organize and carry out their work. So are they free to have their work, to do their work or not? Employee participation and decision making is there or not? Because if there is participation and decision making, means definitely there is employee empowerment in the organization. Okay, so top management is giving some preference, value to the employee in the organization. Okay, delegation of responsibility and authority is there or not? Because some roles and responsibilities should be shared with the subordinates. Okay, so is that culture is existing in the organization or not? Delegation of authority and responsibility, delegation of powers, decentralization decision making is a characteristics of this place or not? Okay, so decentralization means for example, as we know, in an organization different departments are there, and for each department a departmental head will be there, and they are free to take their own decisions regarding their particular department, means so it is known as decentralization. So each department has their own decision making powers. For example, purchases head has powers to handle his particular department, or else production, the head has his own powers. Okay, to manage the production department. Likewise, decentralization of power can be seen or not? Okay, there is decentralization of financial decisions to departments or not? Effective shop floor committee employee exist or not? Okay, supervisors ensure that shop floor committee are effective or not? So this shop floor committees are helpful for the employees. Okay, any employee grievances can be known. Okay, culture of delegation is present in the entire organization or not? So all these aspects leads to the employee empowerment. So do all these aspects are implemented in the organization or not? All these questions will be designed in the questionnaire, HRD questionnaire. Okay, so all these comes under the fifth point. Okay, and coming to the last one, HRD functions. Okay, so HRD functions are, last one is HRD functions. Under HRD function, HRD function is given significance by top management. So HRD function is given significance by personal department, okay, by senior line managers, by middle managers, by supervisors, okay, by workers and unions, staff, competent, well-trained executives. HRD has an impact, okay. Personal policies support HRD activities. HRD activities help line managers. HRD activities help to build organizational culture. HRD activities have created positive climate. HRD helps to improve performance. So how HRD functions? Okay, definitely under HRD, human resource development functions means different levels of management are involving or not. Okay, like top management, personal department, seniors, middle level managers, supervisors, okay, lower level management is also existing or not. Okay, all these can be seen, okay, or else only top management is involved in each and every HR, okay, or else all the people, all the levels of management are involved in the HRD functions, okay, or not. And at the same time, staff are involved or not, okay, trainee, executives are competent or not regarding the HRD, okay. Likewise, how the activities are going on, do HRD activities impact on the employees or not, okay, or else they work effectively and efficiently or not. How is the HRD activities impact the organizational climate or not? How activities create a positive climate in the organization, okay? How HRD activities improve the performance of the organization, okay. So all these treated as questions, okay, under HRD questionnaire, okay. If at all these aspects are existed in the organization, means definitely HRD functions are doing well in the organization, okay. So then no problem occurs in the organization. But if at all HRD auditor finds any lack of these aspects, means definitely problem arises in the HRD functions, okay. And the last aspect is competency mapping 360-degree feedback assessment centers, okay. So under competency mapping, what aspects are analyzed by the HRD auditor? So competency mapping is basically, it is nothing but we are identifying the potential persons in the organization, capable employees in the organization. So competency mapping, in which place, which capable person uh, we have to take, okay. So coming to competency mapping is implemented well here, okay. So competency mapping, as I said before, so placing capable persons in certain roles and responsibilities wherever required in the organization, okay. So here, do competency mapping is there in the organization or not? If at all there is competency mapping, how it is going to be implemented in the organization, and competency mapping is effectively used or not, okay. So competency mapping are well designed and relevant tools and methods were applied for competency mapping. So tools and techniques means for technical aspects or technical departments, definitely certain tools and methods should be used while hiring or recruiting the persons, okay. So therefore, under competency mapping, while designing the competency mapping, all these aspects are considered or not. Employees have been adequately communicated and prepared for participation in competency mapping or not, okay. Because while again, if at all we are restructuring, or else if we are going for competency mapping, means definitely each and every employee should know about those roles and responsibilities and what are the positions, okay. So according to that, the employees will be ready, okay. So here another one is, employees are clear about the concepts, practices and uses of competency mapping, okay. Definitely the employees should be aware of the practices and the benefits of the competency mapping, then only they can try to achieve those requirements. Okay, and competency mapping in this organization helps in the recruitment, induction, PMS, leadership, and employee development, and various other HR interventions. So competency mapping, by doing competency mapping means definitely it will help in all these aspects. Okay, next coming to 360-degree feedback. Okay, so questionnaire will be on all these aspects. Okay, and coming to 360-degree feedback, under 360-degree feedback, how it is designed. So before going to 360-degree feedback, for what purpose 360-degree feedback is used? 360-degree feedback is used for leadership assessment. Okay, coaching, mentoring, leadership development. Okay, so likewise 360-degree feedback means we are assessing. Okay, assessment is done on several aspects. 360-degree means the comprehensive aspect, comprehensive variables will be considered for a particular aspect. If we go for example, a leadership development, so under leadership development each and every aspect will be seen. Do leadership development programs are going to be done in the organization or not? What are the policies and objectives of leadership development? Okay, for example, or else for the documents regarding those policies and objectives, how it is communicated. Leadership development programs are communicated to the employees in the organization. Okay, or else how what are the tools and techniques or methodologies that were used in leadership development. Likewise, each and every aspect will be considered under 360-degree feedback, not only in leadership development. Okay, assessment can be done in various aspects like coaching, also mentoring, each and employee satisfaction, each and every aspect in the organization. But 360-degree feedback means from the objective and purpose to the end, each and every aspect will be taken. So that is a 360-degree feedback. Okay, so how this 360-degree feedback is laid down in the organization? So according to that, questions will be given by the HRD auditor. Okay, so in that, 360-degree feedback is well designed in our organization or not? 360-degree feedback is administered and implemented well here or not? 360-degree feedback is effectively used in this organization. So 360-degree feedback uses well designed and relevant tools and methods. Okay, employees have been adequately communicated, employees take 360-degree feedback seriously. Okay, so all these questions will be related to 360-degree feedback, like designing, administering, effectiveness, communication. Okay, and the employees commitment towards it, seriousness towards it. Okay, and the feedback regarding the employees, 360-degree feedback in this organization helps the leadership and our employee development or not. Okay, so all this can be studied under the 360-degree feedback. So questionnaire will be prepared on these aspects. Coming to assessment and development centers. Okay, so assessment and development centers are well designed in our organization or not? Assessment centers are used commonly by the organizations to gauge the skills that are not easily discoverable using standard assessments or interviews. Okay, so in that process, this assessment centers and development centers will be there. Okay, so assessment and development centers, they help organization to move towards a competency based culture. Okay, so competency based culture means in order to get competent persons. Okay, so assessment of employees should be made in the organization, like through observation, recording, classifying, evaluating the person's skills. Okay, likewise, for example, if we take example for recruitment. Okay, assessment centers are a combination of various tasks and exercises, like for recruitment. Okay, like a role plays while we are recruiting, so different aspects will be assessed. Okay, so likewise role plays, group discussions, through presentations, through interviews. Okay, so different tasks and exercises will be involved in assessing the competencies of the employee while we are going for recruitment. Okay, so all these are designed to examine the extent to which the skills, personality and interest, okay, of the candidate. So therefore assessment means we are assessing the employees, okay, so with different aspects, okay, through observations, likewise recording them, classifying them, okay, evaluating them. So all these can be seen under the assessment centers, okay. So here ADs are well designed in our organization or not. So while we are assessing the performance of the employees, okay, or else the organization, do the assessment and development centers, which are known as ADCs, are well designed in the organization or not, okay. At the same time, not only in the designing of ADCs, but also the administration and implementation of ADCs uh, is checked in the organization, okay. At the same time, the effectiveness of ADCs, okay, the relevance of the ADCs, and how employees have been adequately communicated to it and prepared for participation in ADCs, okay, because employees should be ready, okay, very positive towards to go for ADCs, means assessment will be done there for regarding their capabilities. So the employees should be properly communicated and they should be well prepared for ADC concepts, okay. Employees are should have clear about the concepts, practices, uses and limitations of ADCs, because they have to know about the clear concept of what is an ADC, okay. Do employees aware of that ADC or not, okay. ADC in this organization help in potential identification, performance improvement, identification of developmental needs, leadership and employee development. So through assessment and development centers, okay, we can see all these aspects, okay. Potentiality identification. So when we go for ADCs, definitely we will assess the potentialities, who is more capable person, okay. Likewise, we can improve the performance the persons who are in lagging, okay. At the same time, we can identify the developmental needs, the persons who are lagging, okay, so where we have to improve them, okay. Likewise, leadership and this at the same time employee development, all can be uh, seen with the help of ADCs, okay. Next one is strengths, weaknesses and suggestions, okay. So under strengths, weaknesses and suggestions, what do you consider as strength of this organization in terms of employee development, including competence building, motivation development and culture building, okay. So definitely finally last questions will be regarding the strengths, weaknesses and suggestions. So every employee should question for these, okay. So do really organizations help for the development of employees? Do organizations motivate the employees? Do the organizations has culture building, okay. Likewise, competence building, all these areas will be asked by the HRD auditor, okay, designed by the HRD auditor. So what are the areas where organizations need to improve to ensure the continuous development of employees and building a strong culture? So this can be treated as the weaknesses, and give suggestions to improve HRD in the organization. So suggestions will be also asked in the questionnaire, okay. So these are all about the designing structure of HRD questionnaire, okay. So these are different dimensions which are existed in the designing of the HRD question. And finally, this is the rating given, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay. Highly performed means 5 and nil performance means 1, okay. So we can perform on this scale, okay. So these are all the dimensions of the HRD questionnaire, okay. All the topics were covered under this. So designing of HRD questionnaire.